As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
And these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and...
Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to throw, it's Collins. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first?
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Fires to the big fella. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. Pass to 50. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! How about that D coming up with a play like that? On to attempt the try. just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physical. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. He just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Hurt Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Leaves it with the back. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the air. It's Collins. Gets it out fast.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he missed it. No good. He missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6. The offense set for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. It's Owens. rifles it down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Turner. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Durham. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. LSU right back to the line. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Gets it past the marker for a first down, and that's the way we will wrap up the first quarter.
Gain of 11. And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas 6, LSU 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Dropping back, it's Collins. And they can't make the connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Rojas. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. No huddle here for the offense. The give to the back. And the Tigers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
LSU quick to the line. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that 1st down. Nice job.
Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Tigers! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
The aerial assault continues. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Makes the catch. It's Durham. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Now on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw, it's Collins. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so frustrating on the defense. I mean, you got great initial coverage. You understand 3rd and short, the ball might come out fast, and then what does the quarterback do? Scrambles around, buys time, gets the first down pretty easily. Now you got a new fresh set of downs, a new fresh set of problems.
Makes the catch. It's Durham. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw on 2nd down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Defensive linemen live to get after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rojas. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weather.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game.
That's a situation where this offense has got to put some points on the board. You had great field position after recovering that fumble. You're thinking touchdown. If you're not going to get that, at least put 3 up because of the miss. Blown opportunity.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to pass. It's Owens. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, LSU.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to East Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted it to be a...
Ball in the air, intercepted! Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there, and it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's Collins. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
He wants to throw here on second down. Got a man. It's Watkins. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Durham. They'll immediately call timeout.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And you'll have to be precise from the left hash in this short angle. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half.
Texas.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To throw, it's Owens. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
He gets a block. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I can go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He's going to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, it's a one-possession game, down 21-13. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Turner. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Looking to throw for it. He wants to take the top off. And he reels it in inside the 30. Touchdown LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 9.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And he is brought down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Collins. They get to him as he throws. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock. And unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by just 1 over New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll start this drive firing. Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This time they'll go to the running game. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the 1st down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. The back goes in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Finds his man. It's Washington. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! How about this? These guys are going for 2. Pushes toward the goal line. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
35, Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Quick completion on the out route. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. LSU right back to the line. Back to pass, it's Collins. He's right on target. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter.
LSU 35, Texas 19.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's really frustrating because you're fighting. You know you have to get the ball back to your offense. You're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. And then he goes and does something like that. Just pulls the rabbit out of the hat, makes the play, gets the 1st down.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. LSU quick to the line. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Owens. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. LSU right back to the line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Oh, he drops it. And That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Collins. Zings it complete to the right. On the move at the 30. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. That's caught. It's Durham. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down. You move on to the next game. Start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 19 over TCU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest thing is the clock ticking, us getting out of here with the dub, and really, everybody staying healthy.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Longhorns pick up the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The give to the tailback. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll try to get outside. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready.
settled next to the Willamette River. Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Michigan Wolverines taking on the #1 team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Whittington. Really disciplined job by the coverage. Down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. Looking for a crease, it's James. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out through the 25. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Using the quick game. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Scanning the field, it's Gabriel. Going up top. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start to that QB.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Line gets set, first down. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
On second down, he's looking downfield. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Down a touchdown right out of the chute. They'll try to keep their first drive alive by converting on fourth down from their own territory. Got out of trouble and throws. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Gabriel. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 4th down, flexing that muscle in the run game. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Getting some heat. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
He'll pull it down and run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to throw, it's Orji. Unleashes one. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the 1st quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my 1st half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. The Ducks will hustle to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Makes the grab outside. It's Stewart. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Escapes trouble. Blasted as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on second down. Movement here from the tight end. To the air, it's Gabriel. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage.
Hey, good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. The throw. Another incompletion on third down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going in. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Trying to get to it. Using his legs to buy some time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense with the scoop and...